Right, family? We are here. I'm reporting to you live. Let's see how we can do this. Let's see. Reporting to you live. Getting it in the airport right now. And talk to you about some of the going on. So what we got cooking over here. Yes, peace to the family. You already know. Let y'all come in here. People are an interesting bunch. Oh, let me tell y'all this, which I'm gonna give y'all more update on. As many of y'all know, I took some time off to, well, y'all don't know why exactly I took some time off, but I took some time off of teaching so I could gain a lot of perspective. Plus, there's also a thorough investigation taking place with people who have endeavored to extort myself and my family. This has been going on for a long period of time, well over a year and change. But right now, it's starting to come to a halt. And I mean, the implication has been real, as far as even one of my children being affected in the matter. So without going into too much detail, the point of the matter is I had to really get focused on that. And the information is going to come out. In fact, it's going to be exposed that there's people in the conscious community that conspired to have me extorted. And it's going to be intense when that comes out. It's going to be very, very intense when that information comes out. But I took some time out because it started getting to be very, very intense. Whilst at the same time, I continue to teach in different ways because I'm doing the screenplays. I'm putting out a lot of material for different people that I mentor that's not necessarily part of the conscious community, but they are indulging in my conscious abilities. That is to say, my writing ability. And I'm able to promulgate a lot of this information into film. So I'm enjoying that. So, you know, I mean, jackasses, like somebody just said, have been hiding. If I'm doing lives and I'm telling you exactly where I'm at, I mean, this bothers me because I'm like, yo, I stay in Miami. Then people say, oh, he's hiding in Miami. How would you know I'm in Miami to be hiding in the first place? Because I'm letting you know where exactly I'm at, and I tell you what beach I'm at. But you know, people are so stupid and so foolish. Every time I go somewhere, bro. Hey, what's up, King?
Brother Polight.
Yes, sir.
I had to ask.
Hey, it's all good.
Bro?
What's up, my brother?
I know you on the live.
Hey, thanks for listening, man. I appreciate you, man.
No, appreciate
What's your name, King?
Darren.
You from here?
Baltimore.
Baltimore?
Yeah, just flew in.
Oh, word, word. Yeah, I'm about to, I'm doing a holistic health and relationship retreat.
Okay.
Island to island. So I had just came back to town just to have the people that I mentor go to a live auction so they could buy properties and everything. But I'm leaving back out. So I'm doing St. Vincent, Guyana, Barbados, and Jamaica. So I'm actually heading to Jamaica from here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I have, like, you know, real powerful couples, wealthy couples.
Yeah.
And giving them the reason why holistic health is so important to their relationship. That they eat right is going to really bring the family together.
Like,
you know, and I throw a little economic information there, but really I'm focusing on health and the family. And I'm doing that island to island to island.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so I'm going to Jamaica in a few hours.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, give me your contact or whatever, my brother.
I left my phone.
I'm here. I'm just live right now.
Okay.
Word. Yeah. So that's what it is. In Florida right now. This is my connecting flight. So, you know, I'm no stranger to Florida these days. But what happened was we had got a real nice property in Florida, so why would we not come and spend time in a property that we bought? So that's why I've been in Florida a whole lot. You know, we got an amazing property in Florida. When I say amazing, it's amazing. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get that pic. Yeah, man. So it's just a dope situation. Extremely dope. Extremely dope. So that's why I've been in Miami a lot. So when you see us on the jet skis, when you see us on the boats, the private yachts and all of that, that's not just vacation stuff. That's where we live now. Well, I got another spot, you know, and it's just a blessing. It's just a big time blessing, man. Hold on real quick. We're going to take this pic.
Right here.
Okay, hold on real quick, y'all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man.
Appreciate this, man.
I seen you when you walked.
Oh, you want to get some light?
I seen you when you walked. I said, yo, that look like Brother Light. You walk right past. I said, yo, that's Brother Light.
Word, man. I appreciate it. All the love, my brother.
Oh man, it's kind of dark, bro.
Yeah, because the light.
Yeah,
we actually don't want to be by the light. The more light, the darker it gets.
Oh, that's better. Ready? I have one.
Perfect. Got it? All right.
Yes.
Make sure that came out good. How you doing, my brother?
All right.
Good to meet you,
man.
Brother,
That good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's dope. Good for you, my brother?
Yeah, my man.
All right, man. Thanks for listening
Yeah,
again. Thanks.
absolutely.
Appreciate you, yo. Yeah. Yeah, y'all. So, you know, those of you interested, of course, in the programs, of course, it costs mentorship. You just go to Brother Polight 45. Brother POLIGHT 45 at gmail.com. But yeah, like when I moved to Cali, they said, oh, he ran out to Cali to hide, like cut it out. But I still put flyers out when I'm doing lectures and when I'm coming into town. And shout out to the family for the Black Power Awards, because they did reach out to me to participate. And I really think that's a high honor. I actually got to touch base with them and it let them know what it is I'm going to be doing. Because it's this November, it's next month. So I want to give them a whole lot of thanks for showing me that love and support. It's going to be out there in Georgia. But yeah, you know, I came out to Cali because I didn't want to limit myself to just lecturing. One thing y'all going to always realize about me is that every year and a half, 2 years, you're going to always see me make an adjustment in my presentation, because that's the criteria I have on myself. I need to be able to grow exponentially to the point that when you see me teach, you can say, man, he's always evolving. Why? Because if people are walking with me in my journey and they're looking up to me or they're appreciating my import, then if I'm growing, they're growing. But if I as a teacher am not growing 1 year to the next, then you're not growing 1 year to the next. And then what does that represent? That represents a whole community being stagnant. So I don't want to teach you the same thing over and over every year. Could I teach you the same thing over and over every year with no results would be redundant. And that's what you see in the community. People follow after people who don't produce results. And when you follow after people that don't produce results, we wind up in the state that we're in today. Yeah, so you know, that's what it is. So I moved to Cali because I'm a writer. I've written over 90 plus books by that time. So when I came out to Cali, I wanted to not just write books to do lectures on based on economics and metaphysics and holistic health. I said, yo, I want to see if I can take the information that I know and creatively put it into novels. You know, add something special to people's biographies. You know, I wanted to see if I could put something into film. You know, introduce ideas and themes that have certain historical precedents that is lacking in film, because a lot of film that comes out, a lot of movies that come out, sometimes they hit on real good points, but they still are missing certain key elements. And I feel like I have the ability, the vision, and the network to be able to introduce those type of ideas to the world. So I know there's other ways to educate the masses. We have the conventional way where I become a target because I'm teaching against the system, the very system that has way more power, unity, and organization than we do as aspiring Pan-African Black nationalistic community. So I'm like, man, I got to think about this as far as longevity, because they did a number on us. They did a real number on us. So our people are definitely out to tear us down. That's a fact. Your own people. So me understanding that, I'm like, you know what? I still want to contribute to fallen humanity, but I don't have to do it the same way that gets all the brothers taken down. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put these ideas in film. I'm going to put this idea in literature. I'm going to influence the influential people that have millions of followers. I'm going to connect with them, build strong relationships, and give them direction. So when they get direction, they can empower the people that follow them. And they may not do a full 360 and become completely conscious from our perspective. But what will happen is they will say and do things that will put people on their path. And that's what the goal is. That's what the goal is. So, you know, the name of the game is just for me to do my best to teach in diverse atmospheres. That's the name of the game. I'm gonna do my best, and that's all I can do. So all this confusion. So like I said, when I came to California, it was, oh, he's running away and he moved to California. Yeah, I said, I was like, that was wild. And then now I'm in Miami, and it's like, oh, now he's hiding in Miami. I seen some posts the other day, and I'm like, I'm hiding in my, you know what it means to hide? You know, there's a GPS tracking on your Facebook. Hiding from who? And then I'm here with flyers. I have a community, so my organization knows when I'm leaving to do anything. Like, I don't just show up at auctions with several people. The only black people that was at the auction at that. If you go into my previous Facebook posts, you'll see. I don't just run up in an auction with the only group of black people, unannounced even to the black people I showed up at the auction with. They had to know. But you see, I'm taking my talents to a whole different level. You feel me? I'm taking it to a whole different level. I'm taking my talents to a whole different level. And what I mean by taking my talents to a whole different level is that I want to put myself in a space where, you know, I'm not just limiting myself to the traditional lecture community.
Do not accept or transport any luggage other than your own. Federal law prohibits the transport of any weapons through an airport security checkpoint.
Word up. My man said you're not that good at hide and seek. Yeah, so, you know, I'm taking it to the level where I'm like, you know what? Let me take the family down to the damn auction. And I've been doing that before, but I'm doing it heavy now with a whole group. We walking in there, people like, where are these black people coming from? Buying homes for $800, buying homes for $3,500, buying homes for $10,000. No matter what people say about me. Who else is taking you straight to the source? And I filmed the damn thing, and I wasn't supposed to be filming. I filmed the shit. I filmed it just so people can see what's good. I filmed live purchases taking place. And what people are doing with their own money per the program, they're purchasing those properties and they're flipping them, or they're following my philosophy, which is to use houses as the new credit cards. In my book, Pennies Are for Millionaires and Houses Are the New Credit Cards. They're employing strategies that have worked for me and using it in their own lives. That's it. So I'm not in there, no matter what people say, they're in there of their own free will and accord. After the program and showing them how to do research and all the technical aspects of things, they do their thing, man, and I'm so proud of all of them for working their way up in the program to get to that particular point. Yes, my mentorship does cost, but the benefits are abundant. They are large. They are great. And that's what it is. Again, you go to brotherpolight45@gmail.com if you're interested. But remember this, from pre-K to 12th grade, that's 14 years of schooling. They don't teach you nothing about real estate. So always understand this. I'm still teaching that which the system doesn't want you to know. So it's still dangerous. It's still a threat. I'm still a threat because not only am I teaching it, I'm making it as applicable as possible. I came back into the country just so I could be there for the auction for my people, and then I'm out again because I'm on a tour. I'm on an island tour. You know, shout out to the homie Powerful because he's the plug for me being in Jamaica. You know, learning the ropes and seeing how the wellness retreat works. You know, and the amazing real estate, amazing property where the teaching to take place. So, you know, always got to give credit where it's due. But yeah, I'm on a island tour. We talking Barbados, we talking Guyana, we talking St. Vincent, you know. Let's just call it the Caribbean. You know, we on a tour. And of course, Jamaica as well, where I'm taking couples and we're reinforcing a stronger conviction that they need to have to stay in their relationship through holistic health and teaching some economics, but I'm really focusing on the holistic health aspect of things. I'm focusing on the relationship aspect of things and how them two really connect. Of course, if the finances aren't right, it normally destroys the relationship as well. But the elephant in the room is also what is the couple eating, because what you eat can bring you to spirituality or propel you to a greater spirituality. And if one party is eating one way and the other party is eating the other way, and one is striving to be more in a space of eating better or striving to conform to a more wellness type of disposition, that in itself can create a lot of chaos and conflict in a relationship. Because making those type of strides to eat that way is a spiritual application. So what you're going to find is conflict amongst one who's making greater spiritual applications than the other. People don't realize holistic health is a spiritual application. I'll say it again. Holistic health is a spiritual application. Okay? And I got some powerful videos from the islands that I just came from. I'm gonna. I know. I like to hold out footage, and then when I finally stop traveling, make a strong assessment of what took place, cross edit, and do something real powerful with it. You know, I'm really into my presentation. So even when you guys bought my DVDs, you say, man, this thing looks like something that came out of a movie, because my images is on the disc. And the disc are very quality, and then you see the covers and the case. I don't do all that, write my name on markers and the name of the class on the disc. I'm not into all of that. It's always my presentation, and this is what got me noticed by so many prominent figures. Okay, this is what gives me the love and the appreciation that I have from different people, because they love how I carry myself and how I present myself. So much so that if you catch me on an off day, you be looking at me like, yo, what the heck happened? Oh, I'm coming back to Las Vegas the second I come back into the country. It might be two weeks from now. I got the family coming through. So yeah, my baby girls and all of them is going to be out.
Gisela Ortiz is their final boarding call for flight 1371. So
yep, my baby girls is going to be out. I'm happy for them. It's going to be their first time in Jamaica. My little girls, my wives, I'm so happy for them. They get to travel the world and get herbs that only grow exclusive to those parts of the world that our DNA is still connected to, because of the bloodline that's traveled across this world via our ancestry. Real dope stuff, man. This is what this is about. You know, you open up corridors in your consciousness just by consuming herbs that only grow in certain parts of the world that correspond with your DNA. So once you take those herbs, your mind opens up. You invoke the spirit force of ancient ancestors that may have been great at mathematics or great at science, greatly athletic, whatever the case may be. And that's why traveling is so very important. And it's a part of you that always feels like, man, I don't belong here. That you may not be able to specifically identify where there is, but you know here is not. You feel what I'm saying? So that's dope. But again, I'm happy that my family can make these moves and fly out the country with us. And that's where I'm taking my level of teaching. Now I can say, man, I'm helping couples around the world, helping couples that's local in the islands in the Caribbean that I'm going to, in addition to people who have benefited from my real estate program. Part of the plan was, hey, all of us is making money off of these properties. This is what we got to do. I want to take you as a family that have excelled in my mentorship, that has made money off my mentorship. You're going to take some of those monies and you're going to invest in leaving the country. And we're going to go only to the parts of the world where the ley lines are the most prominent. Hey, peace, King. How you doing? What's your name, King?
John.
Thanks.
I watch you on YouTube a lot, man.
Thanks for listening, my brother. Yeah, man. And it's a blessing to just be able to be anywhere and have people like Brother Polight. That's dope, man. St. Thomas, Jamaica for the hot bath. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. But yeah, ain't that fly? Just walking around and people be like, Brother Polight, man. That just tells you the information is going out there. But like I said, I'm not going to be stagnant and stay on the same level. I got to always make sure I bring you a different type of presentation year after year. And nobody else in the community is really going to push me to be on that level. I got to do that myself. I got to say, well, you know what? This year, what we doing is after people make all that money from what I teach them in the mentorship program or for real estate, I want them to take that same money, some of that money, and we all are going to travel as a family, an extended family, a larger group. And this group is going to have something in common. This group is going to have prosperity in common. This group is going to have, we just won. We amassed wealth. We're going to have that in common. And then what we're going to do, we're going to celebrate with each other and amongst each other out the country. And we're going to take herbs that's foreign to this country under certain spiritual circumstances and pretenses so we could take it to the next level. Thank you, Sister Frida. I really appreciate that. So that's what we're going to do. That's how we taking it to the next level. And that's dope. It don't get no better than that. So yeah, I mean, the next time, yeah, I am going to do that, family. For the Jamaica trip, what I'm going to do, I'm going to post some of the exploits from the Jamaica trip on the strength. Yeah, but we got to do things different. We got to do things different. You feel me? We got to do things differently. If we don't do things differently, we're going to be in trouble. You know, you see a train going down the track 100 miles per hour and you stand on that track, we could pretty much surmise what's going to take place with the person who stands on that track. So the same way we see that train on the track, we have to look at leadership. If I continue to teach a certain way and organize, when I go to New York, man, I got like 1,000 people coming out. And this is not exaggeration. You could look on my videos when I do my debates. If anybody came to my debates in New York, you would see a line around the corner looking like a club just opened up. The only thing is daytime. Man, when you get that type of attention and energy, it also brings a lot of negativity. Like I said, to the point, I've had people scheme on my family in the worst way. Like I said, I can't go into too much details about it, but it's ugly. and only to find out we have actual fact that is some of the people in the community. You know, people I would think is my friends and people that made it clear they were my enemies, all working together. And I believe it's just jealousy about money, man. It's been a very uncomfortable situation for my family, but we have enough facts, we have enough intel. Of course, law enforcement has been involved, and it's not like me to deal with any of that. I had to go with my family on that situation, you know. But when you can't see who's doing what, and then the knowledge, the information starts coming out, what I'm gonna do, man? I'm gonna go hard and play Rambo with people and wind up locked up? It's crazy. I'm telling you, when y'all find out what was going on and the parties involved, because you will, and the extent that people will go to try to bribe and extort me, and if I don't do their bidding, and if I don't do their will, they're gonna have a whole campaign against me. And I still feel the government is involved with the shit too, but that's just how I feel personally. Can't prove it, but these Negroes ain't that sophisticated, because the level of sophistication they brought to the table for what they was putting on me is ridiculous. But you see, I never stopped teaching. I just know how to make adjustments, and it's to be expected, these types of things, when you're successful and other people are also succeeding as well. So it is what it is, man. I mean, when you find out, y'all gonna say, man, that man got a strong mind, because all the while he just kept posting, showing happiness. I don't talk to y'all about no negativity, but it's just that this stuff is about to be behind me finally. So I'm feeling good. It's about to be behind me. It's about to be a chapter closed. But meanwhile, I'm still doing the work, and I'm still traveling. And the best that Negroes could say is, oh, he's hiding. I'm hiding because I travel. So what are you doing when you stay the same place? It's so funny that the more I travel, the more they say I'm hiding, because I'm going everywhere. I'm going everywhere because I'm invited everywhere. I'm going everywhere because I'm a celebrity mentor. I'm going everywhere because I coach people. I'm going everywhere because I'm a conscious advisor. I'm going everywhere because in general I like to travel. I'm going everywhere because I have homes in different places, and I have a beautiful family of which each one of them are doing very powerful things as part of our unit, and they do powerful things in powerful places in different areas, and I have to give them support. So my family, they're in movies, they're doing shows. My daughter, one of my daughters is doing her thing in dance, and she plays like 3 different instruments now, and she's really, hey, peace gang.
I watch all these videos,
man,
dog.
thanks a lot for listening, brother. You know, and there we go again. There we go again. But I'm hiding. But how the hell could I hide? I can't go nowhere if I'm not being recognized. I know enough to know, and you watching this stream right now, y'all should know enough to know he can't hide, because everywhere he go, he recognized. And this is like this everywhere I go. I'm not kidding you. I can't go nowhere and be traveling and not be noticed. It's a fact. This is an absolute fact. And if I did live streams like this more often and just walked at random, just different communities that I'm not from, you'll be like, yo, this is wild. I'm just in the airport, and that's how it goes down. You got to think about, in ratio to how much people is around, what's the likeliness of that much people each time saying, hey, what's up? Hey, brother. Hey, that means that the information is going viral. And it has. There's a reason why I got over 250,000 people following me on my app. And that doesn't mean that's all the people that keep up with what I do in general. That's just a lot of people to make that commitment to subscribe. Again, if you're interested in the mentorship, amassing wealth, you hit me at brother, POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Brother, POLIGHT45@gmail.com. Yeah, man. You know what we do? Having a good time. loving life. Loving life. But we're gonna get busy on this island tour, man. I got a lot of information I'm gonna share with y'all exclusively. I'm gonna do a class for y'all exclusively when I'm out there, and that's gonna be dope. Can't let them see you off. You're tired.
Hey y'all.
Nah, I'm not gonna do that. They can hear your voice. She's so tired. We got a little something. We lay over. We just waiting for our flight.
Hey y'all.
But you can hear her. You can hear her beautiful voice to match her beautiful face.
It's Victoria, y'all.
Yeah, it's Victoria. You can just hit us up, interested in tour info. But yeah, we definitely on that. We definitely on that. We're gonna go super hard with that. Always bring something different to the table. I mean, ain't that powerful when our people can, as a family, network several successful families after a venture they all indulged in. They succeed, and then they all say, you know what? Let's lead the country together and let's celebrate this prosperity, and let's learn and let's teach amongst each other. Let's sustain ourselves. That's a vision. We're talking about a vision right here. It's a powerful vision. Victoria sounds sleepy. Hey y'all. Oh man. The books is on IamBrotherPolight.com, though we upgrading the site. If you ever have any issues, you can always email brother POLIGHT45@gmail.com.
Hello, I'm Brian.
Oh, I'm not without security, King. Always remember that. But it ain't always good to put your security on the camera. So they around for what it's worth.
There are plenty of restaurants and shops to enjoy. While you're here, why not take it?
Thanks, Melvin.
Visit one of our big museums and galleries. Stop at the paper. There's always something to do for our time. Enjoy your stay, and please come back.
Yeah. Not stopping the vision at all. We on that wellness for real. Talking about positive energy, great skin, herbs, beautiful black people in general, getting together to do powerful things. I'm excited. I can't wait. I can wait. I don't like saying things like that, but I'm excited to go to Jamaica and be part of a beautiful experience. Again, salute to the brother Powerful who put me on, as I stated earlier on. I'm just looking forward to this wellness retreat and see what we make of it. It's gonna be powerful, but it's not gonna stop there. That's what we on. I appreciate that, man. You're not gonna lose me. I'm a force. And that's why I gotta put out a body of work. So no matter what people try to do, pardon the word try, no matter what people attempt to do, my body of work will always be on planet Earth, so it could be followed. How do you overcome your loved ones that have negative energy? By leading by example. And I mean, the actual answer to that is what we don't want to know, but you do know the answer to. And the answer to that question is to cut them off. But you don't want to do that. So we're trying to find out, how do we keep someone negative around us while we're doing positive? You don't. You cut them off. And that is the most positive thing you could do for yourself and them, because you don't want them to become a burden to you. And in turn, you become a burden to them. Sometimes the best thing you can do is separate yourself. You got to love people from afar. And when you love them from afar, trust me, they're always watching you. They always want to see what you're doing. And when they watch what you do, they'll transform. And if they don't, that just goes to show that's the state of mind that they're in. They've chosen their path. Some people will bear witness to who and what you are, and that's what they'll do. Some people will bear witness to who you are as a person, and they will change. Other people will bear witness to who you are as a person, and let me say they will also change. But let me do it like this.
Hey. She's still having problems with what?
Hey. I need this charger anyway. Some people will bear witness to who you are, and it will invoke change, and other people will bear witness to who you are, and it will provoke change. Now, what is the difference? I'm gonna tell you what the difference being is. Sorry, I'm charging this phone up. The difference is that some people will actually become wicked when they see your transformation for the best, and other people become inspired and more positive when they see your transformation for the best. Peace to the family. So that's what we got to do our best to lead by example, and always appreciate the fact that you're not perfect before people tell you that. Before someone tells you you're not perfect, before someone tells you you are in error, appreciate the fact that that's what you are in your route to becoming better. And you're always in a state of becoming. So while other people want to point out what's good and what's bad and errors, I made plenty of errors in my lifetime. I made plenty of errors this year and last year. It's part of what makes me so great. The main reason I'm making so many errors because I'm working like time is against me. Because I personally feel that when I got conscious, and many of y'all most likely could relate, when you got conscious, you had to think about all the years that you wasn't conscious. Like, damn, look how much time I missed. Right or wrong. You get conscious and you have to start asking yourself, man, what if I was conscious before I was in high school? What if I was conscious while I was in junior high? I would have killed it. And that's how I feel every day. I'm like, man, I got conscious when I was 19 years old. I at least started my path when I was 19. So that's 19 years of not being really conscious. That's crazy. That's crazy. So all I think about is, man, I missed 19 years. So every day I'm doing my best to catch up so I could be polarized in that particular part of the experience. One day I'm hoping I could appreciate the fact that I caught up with them 19 years I was lacking. But for real, like, you know, you become conscious and you really start seeing what it means to represent, to be aware or have knowledge of self and kind. One of the first thing that registers into your mind is, well, damn, what the heck was I doing all them other years I wasn't conscious? And it's scary because you could have died in the middle of all of that. Or you could, and when you think about being conscious, we also got to say this. We got to establish this aspect too. How many times was the signs right there for you to be conscious? One. And then on another level, we have to also say there's so many ways you still could have missed consciousness. You could have missed consciousness so many times, but at the same rate, there were so many opportunities that presented itself if we really think about it. So it goes either way. It's something that's been there the whole time. But when you're not surrounded by the right support system, if you don't have the right support system, if you don't have just somebody constantly pulling your shirt to remind you stay on the path and do it in a way where you could appreciate them, not the person who smokes cigarettes telling you don't smoke cigarettes, it's not good, don't do what I do, don't do as I say, don't do as I do as I say. You don't really like those examples, and we had a lot of those when we was children. You know, graduate and they didn't graduate, that type of energy. So we not exactly talking about them, but we're missing the heart of inspiration in our community. And that's what we all have a responsibility to become or be in light of these recent events taking place in our history, in our story. You know, like I said, sometimes I'm Freddy Krueger of this community because my job is to wake you up. And waking up is a nightmare for people. You feel me? Just them waking up. And they don't know if they're awake or they still sleep. Their eyes is open, and it may be a dream inside of a dream. My job is to make you afraid to go back to sleep. That's my job. My job is to be the Freddy Krueger of the community and make you afraid to go back to sleep. See, some of you been conscious. 10th grade is when you started, 10th, 11th. This brother said he started when he was 23. He's 45 now. You feel me? I get it. It's a path. It's a very powerful path. Very fun path. And a hurtful path too, because you have to separate yourself from people that you've grown accustomed to loving, because their behavior patterns, their thought process just isn't in conformity with yours, and after a while, one of you gonna convert the other. It's a matter of time before one of you converts the other. It's real talk. Man, I appreciate you, man. You saying thanks for the inspiration, Dermot. Thank you for the inspiration. I'm inspired by your inspiration. And remember what it means to inspire. You know, the opposite of exhalation is inhalation. So the opposite of expiration, right, is inspiration. Expire and inspire. And to inspire is to breathe in deeply. Inspire means to breathe in. Expire means to breathe out. Yeah, so are we taking deeper breaths or shorter breaths? Shorter breaths are created on account of stress. Take deeper and longer breaths, you're able to take in that energy that the Hindus call prana, that the Asians call chi, you know, that some will call chi, that others in Kemetic science call sahem. And this is a universal energy, a life force energy that's in the air, that if you breathe in deep enough, you get to take it in. And it invigorates you, and it opens up corridors to the conscious mind, accessing parts of the universe that's interconnected with you on a macrocosmic level. It's real talk. Real talk. This is breakfast. I think. What time is it? Is it still morning, family? I don't even know what time it is. I think it's still morning. What's up? I'm back Bailey. Shout out to I'm back Bailey. Frida Jackson. I love you so much, sister. Thank you for staying in tune with us. Keeping in tune with us. Forgiveness is key. You know, forgiveness is, before when I first started thinking about forgiveness, when I first started practicing forgiveness, it felt like some real sucker stuff. I don't want to curse. And then I said to myself, no doubt I'm back Bailey. Everybody take a look at the family member I'm back Bailey, man. It shows love. It's in tune. So I was thinking about forgiveness just the other day, and I said, you know what? It's a very powerful application. Just like I was telling one of the brothers that I mentor that's in battle rap. He was like, man, he getting to the point he want to fight. He got a powerful message. He's using that platform to disseminate progressive ideas and themes about our people. Yet and still, the people want to vote against him and celebrate the other guy who's promoting themes of misogyny and fratricide. And he says sometimes it makes him angry. It makes him to the point of wanting to be violent. And I said, man, brother, don't worry about that. It's part of your path. And a big part of manhood is not aggression, but humility when confronted with adversity. Now, it's one thing when a man is scared, and it's another thing when a man is aware of his power, of his force, of his abilities, of his aggression, of his pride, of his ego. See, when a man or a woman is aware of their pride and their ego, when they show humility at the face of adversity, that denotes true strength. So manhood and womanhood is best practice to exercise in a form of humility, not with aggression. I say that to say, as a catalyst to the next part of this conversation, that forgiveness is a very powerful application. Because when you forgive someone, that simply means you understand them. We're not talking about forgive, forget. We're talking about when you forgive somebody, you understand that they lack the self-control to not put themselves in a predicament where they need to be forgiven. And all of us need to be forgiven. I'm not coming to you with no Christianity or anything, but they teach forgiveness, and that's a very powerful thing that they teach. And just because we may not follow certain people's theology or doctrine doesn't mean that they don't have very powerful teachings. That's where consciousness comes in. Not always bashing people because they got a different disposition, but appreciating the fact we still can learn from people with different cultural themes and dispositions. And so I would tell you that one of the most powerful things that you can pick up in this world or learn to do in this world is the application of forgiveness. That's right. The application of forgiveness. The application of forgiveness is real powerful. And like I said, just because you may not make subscriptions to somebody else's religion doesn't mean that they don't have powerful themes that they teach that can take us to the next level.
I want y'all to know that.
I'm not hiding nobody.
I'm being hidden.
I know women. I know she thorough. She be like, I don't care. But I want to have her best represented. She was tired. She was laying down. I want her to get herself together. Because I know the demons out there. Demons out there is going to repost. Hey, look at her. Can't wait to catch her on an off day.
Mean, but my self-esteem is through the roof, okay?
Oh, I know your
beyond.
self-esteem is through the roof. But my job.
I'm talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Well, my job is to protect this sister the best way I can from negative people. Because she's definitely beautiful. She's naturally beautiful, even if she just woke up. But y'all don't need to see that. But she's gorgeous right now. I've just been rotating the camera so she can be in her space.
No, but
and do what she do. Because I tell you, people are negative, and I don't like it. And then I don't want to see something that's negative, because then it produces cortisol, stress hormones. And now I'm getting sick from that negativity. I'm doing my best to stay away from things that precipitate that type of energy. So back to what I was saying. Y'all may not be Christian, but one of the most powerful things I feel that they teach is forgiveness, right? And there's a certain metaphysics to forgiveness. And like I said, when humility is exercised by people who are big in ego, that then tells us that you get your manhood and your womanhood from exercising humility when confronted with adversity, when you are a person filled with pride, ego, and self-esteem in the best ways. I'm not talking about you being scared, because scary people, when they practice humility, it's because they're scared. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who know they will fight, people who are warriors. When warriors exercise humility because they're aware of their own vigor, they're aware of their own strength and their own capabilities and their own lack of resistance against oppression. When they exercise humility at the face of adversity, it shows another level of intelligence, because it may not suffice for them to get into that because they got a family to go home to. Sometimes we can't just make everything about that situation at that moment's notice. So in the same light, forgiveness is a powerful application, because when you forgive somebody, listen to me carefully, when you forgive somebody, you're taking into account that you know what they know not. See, that's the forgiveness I'm talking about. I'm not talking about no punk forgiveness. I'm not talking about no shady forgiveness. And I don't want to use no negative words. I'm about to go on a retreat and I'm on a fast. So I'm going to refrain from using certain negative words, because they bring about negative energies and it affects us. So I'm on a linguistic fast. That's one of the things that I teach the family in terms of holistic health, wellness, especially when it comes to relationships. We need to refrain from using certain words, because these words are spelled. Therefore, we're casting spells when we use certain words, and it's altering or reshaping our reality. And we have certain goals, but we will not achieve those goals to the best of our ability and our fullest capacity or in the most efficient manner if we continue or persist to use words that degrade others, including ourselves. And if I impose the concept or idea of impossibility on somebody else, I in turn also identify with the same impossibility. So if I tell you what you can't do, I've simultaneously told myself that I can't do it, or there's times where I won't be able to do it as well. So when I empower you, I empower myself. And when I bring you down, I bring myself down. So I want to just be mindful of the words that I'm using, because I have to be in a certain space, because I'm looking to achieve at max the spirituality that I'm looking for. There's no sense in leaving a country and bringing or harnessing negative energy. What's this for, my lips? Never a stranger to tell me my lips is chat. I need more.
You want the other one?
Why you ain't tell me that?
Nah,
let me stop.
This one's fine? You want the other one?
It's just, yeah.
It's because it's cold in here. So
Yeah, let me get the other one. It's AC. This thing is just gonna, it's not gonna look good. Thank you, Ahmed. So yeah, I don't want to be using none of those negative words, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, now I'm gonna use some of them for the sake of example. We use the word shit as a filler. So where we could say stuff, which I don't like using the word stuff.
say thank you to me too.
Thank you, baby. You know, that's why you need a woman by your side to let you know when your lips chat. Especially when you're going live and you're gonna get thousands, tens of thousands of views.
You talk about me. I'm just waking up.
I'm over here hiding her, and my lips is before the world. Yeah, but thanks a lot. Starting to sound like an infomercial. Get your behind out of here. Now let me stop. I'm joking. Yeah. So, hey, Mike, do me a favor. I don't block people's phone calls. Knock that off. I don't block people's phone calls. I'm the type I would just tell you I don't want you to talk to me ever again. What you need to do, download WhatsApp if you're trying to reach me, because I'm traveling out the country. So a lot of times I'm not getting the regular phone calls. If you get WhatsApp and you give me a little text, I'm with it, man.
Hello.
Hit me up, bro. It's just hit me on WhatsApp. And every time I say that, some people are like, so what's the app? I'm like, yo, this is starting to become a recurring, annoying joke. The app is called WhatsApp. WHATSAPP. So what you gotta do, send me a message on WhatsApp and I'll touch base with you. If I don't do it tonight, I'm definitely gonna do it top of tomorrow. And that's how we'll do that.
Enjoy your